So Ed Boon just dropped a another tweet, kind of hinting at a Shaolin Monks sequel. And I talked about this already last year before Mortal Kombat 1 got released, because Ed Boon had done a Q&A before, MK1. I think the game got revealed, the trailer was out, and he did an AMA. Someone asked him how the game's coming along and that they can't wait to see, to play it. And Ed Boon says that they have more than one pot on the stove. And at the time, Mortal Kombat Onslaught was being worked on, and they kind of revealed that. So people think maybe that they were working on a mobile game, because that's what MK Onslaught is. It's a mobile game. And it's kind of just one of those games where you let it play for yourself. It's an auto-play game. It's really weird, not fun. But people thought that they were referring to that. Now, a year later, that's clearly not the case. So first we have to read the original tweet. And it says, which Mortal Kombat duo do you think deserves their own Shaolin Monks style spin-off game? And they tag Ed Boon. And the 4 pictures are Jax and Sonya, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, Raiden and Fujin, and Molina and Katana. And here Ed Boon says, without a doubt, if, and then in parentheses says when, ? We do one, it will be Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Now, if you don't already know this, a sequel to Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks was actually in the making after Shaolin Monks came out, and it was called Mortal Kombat Fire and Ice. But due to budgeting and just them not having enough money to continue the project, it got canceled. So now, fast forward to last year, Ed Boon kind of hints, hey, we're cooking up more than one game. And now he's saying if, and I think at this point it's when. He says we do one, it will be Scorpion and Sub-Zero. So this has me thinking that for sure Mortal Kombat Fire and Ice or Shaolin Monks 2, it's not going to be called Shaolin Monks 2, but probably most likely Fire and Ice. They're probably going to keep the project name, so. And just the fact that it's going to be made on most likely Unreal Engine 5 will actually be pretty cool. And it's going to be co-op, hopefully online. Because back in the day, Shaolin Monks was made on PlayStation 2, so there really was no net. There was, but I don't think Shaolin Monks had net play. So online net play co-op will be amazing. And I actually do think this is what they're making alongside Combat Pack 2 for MK1. Because studios do kind of work on more than one thing. And Ed has even talked about this back during MKX, I believe. They said that when they're done with a game, they move on to the next project. And I think they said this during Injustice 2. They said that they continue, or they ship the product, they have a little break, and then they start working on the project the next project soon after. So this makes me believe that we are getting Shaolin Monks 2, aka MKA, or Mortal Kombat Fire and Ice. It's just a matter of when is it getting announced and how far into production they are. I think they're at least halfway, if not 3/4 of the way done with the game. I think we could get an announcement maybe at the end of this year. Maybe not, because they're still making Combat Pack 2, so I don't know if they want to make those two things collide. Then again, Fire and Ice won't be a traditional fighting game. It's an action adventure game. But in Shaolin Monks, they did have a versus mode where you could fight your friends. With that, it makes me think, if they're not making a traditional fighting game, if you didn't watch my yesterday's video, I talk about the director of Street Fighter saying that he's more open to guest characters, and a specific character got brought up, Sub-Zero. And he said that it's not a bad thing if more guests are added in, because it helps spread people to more fighting games. And that's kind of what the directors of Street Fighter want. They want more people to experience more fighting games. And that could include including new characters or guest characters into their game to let people be aware of, you know, the games that they are from. So keep an eye out. I want to say maybe next year we get an announcement either at Summer Games Fest or the Game Awards. And maybe it'll come out sometime in 2026, I want to say, because they still have MK11 to work on with Kombat Pack 2. And Ed even talked about having a story expansion, so who knows, they might even do a Kombat Pack 3, or they might stop after the story expansion, kind of what they did with MK11. So, but that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and consider subscribing. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited for a Shaolin Monks sequel. This is Dark Sin signing out, and I hope you have a good one.